back everyone for some more of my Union Berlin career mode for FIFA 23. And I know I said at the end of the last episode there were going to be 2 more episodes before the January transfer window. Which, it's kind of weird seeing Anthony Martial wearing a Hoffenheim kit, but I think I'm going to make this episode the last one before the January transfer window. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go ahead and play this game against Werder Bremen. Then I'm going to sim these games against San Pauli and Barcelona. Play this game against Freiburg. Play this game against Stuttgart. Sim this game against Stuttgart, and then, depending what happens in a Barcelona match, I will play this game against Galatasaray. And I'll be doing these 3 games off camera, so... But before we continue on, hope you guys have an awesome day today. Hope you guys doing well. Or I could actually sim the Freiburg. I'm either going to sim the Freiburg, or I'm going to sim the Stuttgart game. But anyway, we are going to switch to our second team. And this is going to be the final episode where a bunch of my players have to prove themselves that they deserve to stay in the squad. Because the last episode, I was not real thrilled with how this team played at all. And once again, we're playing in the rain, which makes me super happy. But anyway, they're playing a 5-3-2 holding. They got Dux and Leonardo up front, Starger, Baba, and Engelhardt in midfield. Back 5 consists of Agu, Friedel, Stark, Becker, and Mbom with Pavlenka in goal. So yeah, this is going to be... Depending on how things go, this could be the final episode for some of my players. I know I've already outlined some of them in the previous episodes. Like, Onana has been less than impressive. Schaefer has been less than impressive. Yomaz has stopped growing for whatever reason. Mamadashvili has not grown. So it's time for a bunch of our players to actually step up. I hate playing in the rain. I really do. There has to be a way in this game where you can set where the default weather is not rain. There has to be. Why does it rain all the freaking time? And besides, we're getting into December. Well, we're in November, but we're going to be getting into December. We're going to go ahead and sweat this. Nice! That's a beautiful sweat. As Jakic gets on the scoreboard. But yeah, it really should be at the point in this time of year where it could actually be starting to snow in Germany. But it's not going to rain constantly. And it rains constantly everywhere. I mean, it rains all the time in Germany. It rains all the time in England. It rains all the time in Spain. It rains all the time in France. It rains all the time in Italy. It rains all the time in Romania. It rains all the time in Turkey. It rains all the time in Argentina. It rains all the time in Mexico. It rains all the time in Japan. Shall I continue? I mean, it's ridiculous. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that's what we have to deal with in this game. Of course, Mexico and Japan do not have career modes in this game, but same difference. My whole... leveling! Oh! Leveling. Don't go towards the net, please. But yeah, this is probably going to be a longer than usual video. I'm going to say this is probably going to be, depending on what happens, between a 30-minute and a 40-minute long video. Though, obviously, by the time you guys are seeing this, you already know how long this video is going to be, but... But yeah, my whole point earlier is that... Come on, people. Why are my guys falling all the time? But my point is, it does not rain all the time everywhere. EA needs to figure that out. And of course, in this FIFA, you can't change the weather conditions. Which, like I said before, it is realistic in that regard. I mean, you can't change the weather in real life, but when it gets to the point where every single solitary game you play, no matter what time of year it is, and no matter where you play, if it constantly rains, then yeah, that's a problem. As they do get a go back to Staga, I guess that's how you pronounce it. I don't think it's pronounced stage. It looks like stage, but I think it's pronounced Staga. But anyway, we're going to switch to our first team here. And depending on what happens in the St. Pauli game, I'm either going to sim the game against Freiburg, or I'm going to play... If we get anything other than a win, then I'll play the Freiburg game. But should we beat St. Pauli, then I will sim the game against Freiburg. But I do want to see if I get any notifications first. Which I do. I have 2. Said will be going out on loan to Benevento. Brown has a short-term loan agreement for Swansea, which I'm going to go ahead and accept. Okay, I want to see what the Bundesliga standings are before I continue. We are 1 point ahead of Bayern Munich, and we're 5 ahead of third place Borussia Dortmund, so we are going to go ahead. This is a risk, but I'm going to go ahead and save. And I'm going to sim this. Brown will be going to Swansea City in January. But we're going to go ahead and skip and play the match. We are going to look at St. Pauli's kits. I forgot to look at Hamburg's kits. Those are actually pretty nice kits. I like those. I know I'm supposed to not like St. Pauli because they are the arch rivals of Hamburg, but I don't mind them. They're playing a 4-4-2 holding. They got that's not the same English. That's a different Engelstein up front. Finn Hurdle is the captain. Michelin I recognize. Otero, Boussard. That's about it. But we're gonna go ahead and quick sim this, and we do get the win. Cope Miners, Mudryk, and Christensen with goals. Which Cope Miners has been turning up in sim matches. I've absolutely loved what he's been doing in sim games. But we're going to go ahead. Which apparently Gerardo Becker is Noob Saibot from Mortal Kombat. He is the leading assister in the Bundesliga. Okay, we managed to get a draw against Barcelona at home. Let's see how... I mean, we managed to get a draw against Barcelona at the Camp Nou. Let's see how we do against these guys hosting them. But we are going to go ahead. We're going to save. God, their kits are hideous. Oh, that's right. Cancel. Cope Miners is suspended. I forgot about that. Crap. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Schrauk. I'm going to play a couple guys out of position here, but I'm going to have to do what I need to do. Strauch can play as a CDM. I'm going to go ahead and save again. Okay. Let's try this again. I completely forgot about Coke Miners being suspended here. Which Ugunich is up to an 82, which I didn't even realize that. I'm going to have to check his development plan. Musa's up to an 87 now. But we're going to go ahead and quick sim this. Wow, and we get spanked. Payfuck missed a penalty. Musa got hurt. Oh, God. Depending on how long he's out, I'm going to end up redoing this. I'm not losing my top-rated player. That would be a dick move by this game. 8 days. I'll take that, I guess. Okay, Coke Miners is back to availability. Which, leveling is more than capable of getting the job done, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's go ahead and put my team the way it is. Strauch is now up to an 82. Let me go ahead. But yeah, my center backs are going to keep on growing. And I say that, and Strauch is not going to grow. 174 weeks on bad form. And then Ugunich, a captain. Again, on bad form. Let's go with the ball-winning midfielder. Improve his defensive stats a little bit. Okay. We're going to sim one more game. But before we do that, I do want to look at our Champions League group. I want to see where we're at in the standings. Let you know I'm feeling good, boss. Ready to come in. Why are you telling me that? I guess I'll tell him that. I don't know what to tell him. I don't know why he's telling me that. He's not the one that's a very weird conversation for me to be having with him. Okay, let's see. Champions League. Ooh! Galatasaray is now the bottom team, and we are gonna be in the no matter what happens in the next game, we are going to be in the round of 16. So even with the loss, we have secured passage to the Champions League knockout stages. So instead of playing the game against Galatasaray, I'm just going to go ahead and just sim it. I mean, it's a dead rubber game. I mean, we can't overtake Barcelona, and we can't overcome. Let me make sure I'm looking at those standings correctly, because I hate to get this wrong. Yeah, each team only has one more game, so even if we lose and Dynamo Kiev win, they're not going to overtake us. So their final game against Galatasaray is absolutely meaningless. But we are going to go ahead and save once again. Taking a little bit of a risk here. And we get the 3-0 win. Leveling. Wow. He's been performing admirably. And Mudryk, I gotta say, has been stepping up in sim matches too, so. Like Leveling, Mudryk, Ugrinich, Coke Miners, Lukeba, Christensen. Those players are coming up wonderfully. Really appreciate you giving me a game. I'm going to tell him not to be... again, I don't know why he's having that conversation with me. That's kind of weird. And I gotta say, Kolo Muani is being unusually quiet this season. I'm not liking how little he's been producing for me. Both in-game when I play with him and in sim matches. It doesn't seem like he's scoring for me. Yeah, he's definitely suffering from second season syndrome, but... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this cup game against Stuttgart, and I'll play the league game against Stuttgart as well. We got bigger games coming up, buddy. I'm not even going to think about playing you. But anyway, we are going to get into this match. We are playing at Mercedes-Benz Arena. I'll keep the kits on as is. Overcast skies. At least it's not raining. Kind of wish it was sunny, though. They got Dan Zagadou. I'm not sure if that's a player that they have in real life. I hate saying that, but I'm not sure. Florian Mueller in goal. Wagnerman, the former Hamburg wide back. Valdemar Anton. Mavropanos, the former Arsenal guy. Bruno Sosa. Pobega they got from AC Milan alongside Gabamin and Furic. And they got Sorloth and Pereira. That is a very good... No wonder why this team is pushing for Champions League football, because that is a solid sign. That is a very, very solid Stuttgart team. They're having a little bit of a rebuild of their own. Considering they're in the relegation fight in real life at the time of recording this. As you can see, Leveling is a featured player here. And then after this game, Musa should be fit to play. I'll have to put Musa back in the starting lineup. But Leveling's been awesome for me. I'd have to say, if I'm being honest with you guys, Leveling and Coke Miners have been my two best players in this career mode so far. They've been absolutely awesome. But yeah, our final two games that we're going to play in this episode are going to be against the same opponent, which is Stuttgart. And we are in the round of 16 in the competition. So because we are in the Champions League knockout stages, I am going to improve this squad. Becker! I thought he was going to fluff that up. I honestly did. I honestly did. I'm so glad he didn't. Becker's been kind of shaky this season, too. Of course, the last episode, he had that howler of a miss against Greater in the DFP Pokal. Oh, come on. How am I not getting the ball? Guys, how am I not getting the ball? How am I not getting the ball? How am I not getting the ball? Thank you. Okay, Leveling. Busio from distance? Figured might as well go for it. That was a horrible cross. Becker, can you get a head on that? Jakic with the volley? That came off our own guy. Oh, no, that came off a Stuttgart guy. Okay. Not a bad corner. Guys. Busio. Boom. There we go. Nice. If at first you don't succeed, try again as the American center mid. Our former starting center mid got usurped by coke miners because of injury. But he's coming up. He's coming up big, I should say. Okay, Schaefer. Ah, that was not a good cross. Of course, he is my center mid, so I can't. That's not really one of his duties as a center mid. Crossing's not. What? Come on, guys! Why are we tripping over everything? Why? Can our guys stand on our own 2 feet? God, a blade of grass can take our guys down. Holy hell! Why are we bumbling? Oh, what? Did we forget the freaking... Have we forgotten how to walk? And our players can phase through matter because, of course, they do. If we get 2 more goals, Onana comes off the bench and scores, and Payfock with a goal. Okay. I thought I didn't see Bayern Munich there. Borussia Dortmund got Karlsruhe. Sandhausen knocked out Bochum. Darmstadt knocked out Leipzig. Wow, okay. Speaking of Darmstadt, I am planning on getting back to that particular career mode here in the near future. So in case you're not wondering, I do want to do my Darmstadt career mode for FIFA 22 and my Saarbrücken career mode for FIFA 21. I do want to finish both of those. But we're going to go ahead. Put our first team up. Has anybody grown? Ryerson's up to 77. Becker's up to an 81. Kolomoani is now at an 85. Yilmaz is up to an 81. I might actually keep Yilmaz. The one I'm looking, I hate to say it, but the one piece that I'm looking to replace is my CDM. Yes, he scored in the last game, but I am really looking to move him on. I really am. And I might possibly, it's gotta be harsh, but I might end up relegating Strauch to the second team or Ugrinic. Although Ugrinic has been consistent. But I'm gonna have a lot of tough decisions to make. I really am. But I have, which I know I talked about this a little bit in the last episode. I have $295 million, and we are going to be in the knockout stage of the Champions League, and the board wants us to reach the semifinals. In order for us to do that, we have to improve the squad. The squad that we have right now just is not going to cut it. So tough decisions are going to have to be made, unfortunately. But I'll just have to think about it. I think Yilmaz... Christensen's been solid for me, but I think Yilmaz has done just enough to keep his spot on the team, but... We're going to go ahead and sim to the league match against Stuttgart. I just want to look ahead here. But yeah, we're going to play this game against Stuttgart, and then we're going to sim the match against Galatasaray, and then we'll call it an episode. But before we do that, I do want to look at Kolo Muani's which I'm doing this the long way. So our front three is Champions League caliber. Mudryk at an 85, Kolo Muani an 85, and Musa at an 87. I just need to improve the rest of the team now. And I'm going to sim with my second team against Galatasaray. Oh, I forgot about the player chat. Got bigger games coming up. Why is he becoming a problem all of a sudden? But anyway, we are once again at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Let's go ahead and change kits. Let's put those ones on again. And I kind of want those kits on Stuttgart. Those are kind of interesting kits. Okay, they have Pfeiffer up front this time instead of Pereira. Ito they have in there instead of, oh, I can't think of what his name is, instead of center back. Mufi they got in there as right back. Nerdy they got in there as left back. Yeah, so that's, what? 1, 2, 3, 4 changes they've made on the starting lineup as opposed to the DFB Pokal match. I didn't get to see weather conditions, so I'm guessing it's rain. I pretty much resigned to the fact that every single game we play is going to be in the rain. As Luque Baz a featured player here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm not necessarily going to sell players in order to bring in new players. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of my fringe players and I'm going to send them out on loan for at least the rest of this season and then just buy players just for us to see if we can get not only reach the semifinals of the Champions League but win the competition. So players like Mamardashvili, Onana, maybe Yilmaz will be going out on loan. Though, like, a player like Schaefer that's been disappointing that's in my second team, I'm thinking I'm just selling him. Because he's had his chances, and he's blown it every single time. Oh! Wonderful by Musa! Come on, celebrate. Oh, I love this celebration. I love that celebration. And what a gutsy goal by Musa. The defender was right on her, but yet he was able to place that header perfectly. And that's only his second goal in 7 matches this season. Of course, he's coming off an injury that he got in the game against Barcelona. And he is the highest rated player we have. Ah! Oh, come on. Ugrinic. There we go. Musa once again with the goal. Musa letting everybody know, hey, I'm back, baby. Kolomwani. Very quiet season from him. And Musa with the hat trick. So Musa's first game back from injury, and he gets a hat trick. And we're going to jump to the result. They do get a goal back. Cope Miners could have scored, but he missed a penalty. Why he's taking penalties, I have no clue, but... Bayern Munich keeps on winning, which we should still be a point ahead of them in the table. And like I said before, we are going to send this game with our second team against... Which Onana's up to an 82 as well. Okay, let's see. He's still got room to grow. I think he may have just saved his spot on the team, if I'm being honest. But I am looking at another goal. I cannot go forward with an 81 rated goalkeeper. I can't. And I don't know why he's not growing. And he's been getting clean sheets, so there's no excuse why he shouldn't be on like excellent form or something. But the guy just isn't growing. So I may look to put him out on loan and bring in a higher rated goalkeeper, which I do have someone in mind for that. Oh, but we're going to go ahead. We're going to sim. Has anybody else grown? Which, Mudrik's up to an 86. Doesn't look like anybody else has grown, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to sim ahead. But yeah, I'm going to keep whatever transfer targets I plan on bringing in. I'm going to keep those as a secret. I'm not gonna divulge my plans too much, but I do plan on bringing in people. But we are gonna go ahead, we're gonna save this match. We are traveling to Turkey. Sanderson Park, which their license is not... I mean, their stadium is not licensed for whatever reason. We are going to sim this. We're probably going to lose this. But that, I mean, it doesn't matter because we're going to... Oh, we got the draw. So we're going to finish with 2 wins, 3 draws, and a loss. No, that's not right. Yeah, that's right. 2 wins, 3 draws, and a loss. See. Really want to keep a track of who's growing and who's not. Matches rescheduled. We should be finding out who we're versing in the Champions League. Okay, let's... Are we going to find out? Maybe not. But yeah, we still have the 1-point lead over Bayern Munich. We've lost 2 games, but we got 12 wins. Bayern Munich has 11 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. Teams in danger of relegation are Hamburg and Mainz, with Werder Bremen up front. St. Pauli only a point ahead of them. Champions League... Of course, we finished second behind Barcelona. Galatasaray's going to have to settle for Europa League. Dynamo Kiev is out of Europe entirely. PSG and Atletico, no surprise, getting out of Group H. Spurs got grouped ahead of Inter and Porto. That's interesting. Sociedad getting grouped ahead of Liverpool and Benfica. Juve and Manchester City, no surprise there. Marseille and Real Madrid getting out of that group, of Atalanta getting grouped. Bayern Munich and Lyon advancing. Manchester United and Ajax advancing, with Leipzig getting grouped. So it looks like ourselves and Bayern Munich are the only 2 German teams left in the competition. And DFB Pokal. We are up against Mönchengladbach. Could be better, could be worse. But I do want to look at stats here real quick, particularly Mamardashvili, because I do plan on loan listing him because my priority in the transfer window is to bring in a goalkeeper. Okay, he's got 5 clean sheets in 14 matches. Gomi's got 3 and 9, so... And Gomi is age 30 and he's grown by 2, whereas Mamardashvili is only 23, but has not grown at all. No, I will not accept that. I'm sorry. I'm going in for a new goalkeeper, and I'm gonna be loan listing Mamardashvili because that's unacceptable. And as far as the rest of the team, I might bring in another center back. Because Lukeba, I think, still has room to grow. Strauch is done growing for the season. Yeah, he's only got 13 weeks. Ugernich. Schaefer, I think I'm going to go ahead and transfer list him. And I hate doing it, but Ugernich might have to be my new backup center back. Onana. I think he has room to grow, doesn't he? Yeah, 22 weeks on okay form, I'll keep him. But that's pretty much it. So I'm probably going to use a good chunk of my budget on a new goalkeeper. A high-rated goalkeeper. But we are going to go ahead and see what we can do here. We're going to go ahead and sim ahead first. It's ended up being about almost a 40-minute long video. But yeah, that is going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and sim this. And the next time I see you guys, which the focus now is going to be on the Champions League, because that is the ultimate, each one of my career modes, my main goal, at least my European career modes, my main goal is to win the Champions League, so I am going to be focusing on Champions League, and I'm thinking the first game will either be the 7th or the 14th, so... No! First game, we're up against PSG. Okay. So the next time I see you guys, we'll be going up against PSG. And let's take a look at the rest of the round of 16 fixtures. I mean, no matter who we would have faced, it would have been a tough draw. Because there's really no easy teams left. Okay, it says we're playing PSG, but they don't have the round of 16 draw. Okay. But I'm going to go ahead and save this, and the next time I see you guys, we will be either hosting PSG or traveling to the Parc des Princes in order to take on the French Giants. But thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys enjoying the series so far. I'll be seeing you guys again next time.